Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up, everybody? Hope you had a fantastic Super Bowl. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Man, Super Bowl 52 was amazing. That's why I thought the last one was fantastic between the Patriots and the Falcons. This one just stole the show. And no, it wasn't because of the fact that the Eagles won, which, by the way, congratulations, Eagles. But man, it was just high octane, high drama, a lot of excellent just football. It was just super fantastic. I don't care what people say. The halftime show with Justin Timberlake was also great. Man, it was a good time. Me and my family, me and my older brother had a phenomenal time. And they show a lot of great Super Bowl commercials. One for Black Panther and Infinity Wars. It's exciting. I can't wait. But there's one which obviously you see from the title here today that I saw that was I was announced on Super Bowl. At first, I thought it would be like for a movie trailer for the new Cloverfield movie, but it is what it was. I thought it would be shown in theaters, the new Cloverfield movie that came out, but it wasn't shown in theaters. It was on Netflix and it said coming soon. I was like, oh my god! So at first I thought it was going to be in the theaters, but no, it was going to be on Netflix. I'm like, Netflix got this. I'm like, and it was produced by J.J. Abrams, so okay. I'm very interested. And then after the Super Bowl ended, they gave another commercial for it. It says, "Watch it right now." So I just finished seeing my spoiler-free movie review of Cloverfield Paradox, and it's amazing. Just the fact that Netflix got this it was. I don't want you to think, oh, it's on Netflix, it's low quality. No, this is high quality. In fact, this could have been in the theater. That's how good it was. It probably was, but probably Netflix talked to JJ or in a studio and paid them money to show it on Netflix because it was very high quality, like bright, very high quality. It didn't feel cheap or low budget at all. So it was very surprising to see a Cloverfield movie on Netflix, and it was not only good but great, fantastic. Now, for those of you who saw the trailer, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, based on the little you saw, oh, it's probably an alien ripoff or whatever or whatnot because of how it's set up. They're on a space station, something goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? Involving an alien or whatever, and they're following the same tropes like Alien, like the other, like I think Life, the other movie that came out I think last year. It's gonna be something like that. That's not what this is about. Of course, I won't go in for spoiler reasons what happens, but if you think it's gonna go in this way, it's gonna flip what you thought it was gonna be, flip it on its head and change the questions. And it totally caught me off guard. I thought, I thought it was gonna go in a certain direction, like you're probably thinking right now, but it flips it on its head and go in a completely different direction, and in such an incredible and creative way that I'm like, wow, that was so clever. So let me give you just the basic plot synopsis of it. So basically, there's a crew of these different cult from different countries, from Germany, Australia, Wales, America, Europe, all working together because apparently, sometime in the future, the planet is, going through an energy crisis. So they're trying to shoot. They're trying to shoot this beam that can make new energy for us because the energy we have is not, is running out. We're on the brink of war. So we're trying with this beam they're trying to get new the new power source. There's a new power source, but the problem is they keep failing. They tried for 2 years, nothing is working, but then finally, after 2 years, they finally set it off. The beam for alternative energy, but as they say, that's when all hell breaks loose. And I can't go any further than that because then we're getting into spoiler territory. So the acting was phenomenal. A lot of great actors. A couple of actors I recognize. That the guy that played a Mission Report, December 16, 1991 guy is there. I didn't research the actor's name, but he's there. Some actors I recognize, but mostly it's up-and-comers for the most part. I recognize their doctor too. He's been in other movies too. But for the most part, a lot of the people I've seen, it's brand new. Maybe they've been in other movies I haven't seen them, but for me, they're brand new. And they all did a phenomenal job. All of them. Very well acted. Like I said, the budget for a Netflix movie it didn't feel cheap at all. It was very, very high. It was like intense. It's like the movie Cabin in the Woods, from the standpoint that you don't know what the hell is gonna happen. Like it's because these weird things keep happening, and you're like, and you're just like, okay, what the hell's gonna happen now? It's just like you're on the edge of your seat. But I will say this though, it's not gory like over the top. Though there's one scene that's kind of like ill, but other than that, it's more like suspense thriller kind of thing. It's like, and it's sci-fi kind of. It's hard to describe. It's one of those things like, it's not like a gore fest like Jason or Freddy movies. It's like very suspense thrillerish, and it's so. I'm probably just describing it badly, but it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Like I said before, if you go in thinking to be one way, it's going to be something completely different. And I mean that in a good way. It was done in such a clever way. It's just wow. It just wowed me. Like I said before, the acting was great. You feel the tension of them trying to accomplish the mission. They have good chemistry. Like I said, the sets were beautiful. But even though it was a big station, it feels very small. Like they only focus on certain parts of the ship, so it feels like it's condensed and small, like claustrophobic, and it's just insane, man. Like. It just feels insane about what I'm saying about it. It just feels insane how everything, the way it flows, and just the unpredictability of situations is getting worse and worse and worse. And it's just, it's like you're like scratching, you're like sitting there like, what the hell is gonna happen now? You're like, oh my god, like what is happening? How did this happen? And when you find the explanation, it was gonna blow your mind. And actually, believe it or not, this is a prequel. I mean, it sits on the trailer anyway, but it really explains how Cloverfield 1 all began, how this all began. It really, trust me, it says at the end, the ending is like it's like a real, like that. Like, it's, like, wow. But just overall, I know I'm gushing about it, but I can't say much because it's going to spoiler territory. JJ produced it, was a new up-and-coming director, but what I like about these movies, each one feels different. It's kind of like Star Wars. And what I mean by that, each movie feels different. It feels different. Like how, Force Awakens, Rogue One, and Last Jedi, despite how you feel about those movies, they all feel different. They don't feel the same. Each movie feels different in its own style. You know what I mean? And it's really cool. And same thing here. Even though obviously JJ did the first one, he didn't direct the sequels. But he produced it, obviously, but each one felt different. But it felt different in a good and clever way. One was about monsters. One's about, when a situation like this, the sequel, when a situation like that, when monsters happen, how it changes people for the worse, and how this one goes in space. And again, you think it's going in one direction, and it flips the thing on its head and goes completely AWOL, and you're left just sitting there like, what's going to happen now? It's just, it each feels different, even though they all connect. They do. They all, like I mentioned before, this movie connects to the first one. But they all connect, but it's only thing, they all connect, but they connect in unique and different ways. It's not like the same thing, it's not like, like the sequels, you think what's gonna go, what's gonna happen, like what's gonna happen, and or how it's gonna play out and stuff. But it flips like the sequel before it flips on its head and goes in a completely different direction that you never would expect. But at the same time being consistent enough to still connect to the other movies, but going in a way that's so unique and different. It's amazingly well done. J.J. Abrams did it, and the directors he picked did a fantastic job with this series. I can't wait for another one, honestly. This is, as you can tell, I'm gushing over this movie. I cannot recommend it enough. This is not only good, phenomenally good. Netflix is showing they're a real powerhouse. The fact that they got this, not only had the money to play it on Super Bowl, which I heard playing ads on Super Bowl is very expensive. The fact that they not only did that, but showed on Netflix a movie that was so good, in my opinion, that could have easily been in theaters, even in IMAX. That's how good it was. And it was such high quality, like Bright, that they showed on Netflix. It's going to show how Netflix and streaming is the way of the future. Overall, guys, as you can tell, it's a fantastic movie. Go see it. I cannot recommend this movie enough. If you think, I know you can see the trailer, and you think it's gonna be go down a certain way. Trust me, it's not gonna go down like you think, and you're gonna like where it goes. It's a ride it's intense, and you'll enjoy it throughout. But it's one of those rides like you're not like Cabin in the Woods. You're not gonna know what's gonna hit you. It's insane. It's a really insane ride. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl and the halftime show and all the commercials, guys. It was a fantastic day for me and my family. Had a fun time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me if you see the movie. Please tell me your thoughts in the comment section below what you thought about the movie. Please keep it spoiler free, guys, because it just came out and I wanted to put like spoiler like, oh, this happened. Please, let's keep it spoiler free here. I did it for you guys here as well, but don't spoil in the comments, please. And just in case, guys, if you're watching this video review, if there's comments, don't read it. They might spoil it just to be safe. You never know, because people on the internet can be mean. Sad but true. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope we see you guys again real soon. Peace out.